Hello, and welcome to another card breakdown. Today we'll be looking at Sabotage. Sabotage is a Sapphire PvP basic action card, which means it can only be played during your turn. Sabotage has a 3 casting cost and 2 Sapphire threshold, which could be played on turn 3 with a little difficulty in a dual or triple resource deck. However, the urgency you'd normally have to ensure you drop these early would require you to increase the ratio of Sapphire resource cards in your deck. The booby trap cards Sabotage creates deal 5 damage when drawn or milled from your opponent's deck. While this may be a card that looks good in theory, in that the total damage potential of all traps would deal 20, this card is a bad pick for PvP. Your opponent would have approximately 50 cards left in their deck, and playing this would bring that to 54. In a normal PvP match, they would draw on average 10 to 15 more cards before the end of the game. Statistically, this means your opponent may draw 1 trap with a very unlikely chance to draw 2. Sacrificing your third turn drop to possibly deal 5 damage at some point later in the match is a far worse option than increasing your board or hand control. In PvE, the equipment improves these numbers, but really only makes sense in a deck that specializes in making your opponent discard cards from their deck, commonly referred to as a milling deck in TCGs. Your opponent would then likely pull 1 or 2 traps, but your inability to control this damage is a massive detriment. The only place this card will be really effective is if a dungeon or raid mechanic causes the boss to mill cards from their own deck during the natural course of the encounter, or against a very heavy anti-troop stall deck with low offensive power. The usefulness of this card also increases if a group of 3 focuses on milling the opponent. Given these situations, the equipment is mandatory if you run Sabotage. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. If you liked the video, please click the subscribe button below and leave a comment on which card you would like to see in my next breakdown. Hope to see you all in HEX for some good games and good times.